Don't get me started. Don't get me started. It's like, don't you get it? There's just something really, really wrong with our healthcare system. Guys, I don't know how to navigate this. It's not humane. Hola amigos, welcome back. If you're new to this channel, my name is Daniela and I make videos about my life with chronic illnesses. I have been diagnosed with fibromyalgia, chronic migraines, POTS, mast cell activation syndrome, chronic fatigue syndrome, and IBS. If you've been following my channel for a while, you noticed that the last video I was struggling. I had hit bottom. For the last couple of months, my health has been declining very fast and I'm not coping well. Because I am a very positive person and push through a lot of things, I have been dismissed and tossed around from specialist to specialist. And I have just got to a point where I just couldn't cope anymore. And something needed to change. I realized that I needed to take charge of my healing. And as you know, body, mind, and spirit is all interconnected. So I need a multidisciplinary approach. I have used a lot of alternative medicine and approaches in the past, but to be honest, lately it has been pretty much all Western medicine. And as you can tell, it's not working. So we need to do something about that. I don't even know where to start. Guys, being sick is a 24/7 job. One that you got no training for. You just got thrown into it and you learn as you go. So in the Western traditional sort of medicine, I am on the wait list to see a dysautonomia doctor. I have been on that wait list for 12 months. Meanwhile, nobody's really taking care of my POTS, but I have heard that I have come up in line and I should be getting an appointment within a month. So there's a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel there. I also need a new immunologist. I was under the care of an immunologist for my mast cells, but he one day told me that my case was too complex and I needed to be under the care of a functional medicine team, and that was that. I don't understand how he didn't give me a referral and pretty much just like, oh, go see your family doctor, she'll take care of that. That's what I mean when I feel like I'm being tossed around, because I wait for so long to see a specialist, and then once I get there, they will realize that, oh, it's too complicated, it's too complex, we can't really figure out what's going on, so let me send you to somebody else. And then I just keep going and going and going, and a year and a half has gone by and I am way worse than I was a year and a half ago. So something has to change. But before I do any of that, I'm going to contact a pain management clinic that I used to participate a couple of years back. I feel that right now, the first thing I need to do is to get my pain under control. I know they are not going to be trying to find the cause of what's going on. They're going to be treating symptoms, but honestly, at the moment, I need to get my symptoms under control so that I even have energy and brain power to coordinate my healthcare. I'm going to give a call to a pain clinic that I was part of a year, maybe a couple of years back, and I did some treatments there that originally helped a little bit, but then it didn't, and it was so far. It was over an hour. It was like an hour and a half to get there, and I needed to be driven, and it would take basically a whole day, and my husband would have to take the day off. So we kind of like abandoned ship a little bit, but I am so desperate that I need to give it a try again. So I'm going to call and see if they'll take me back.
Pain Clinic, how can I help you?
Hi, my name is Daniela, and I'm a patient of your clinic.
Okay.
It has been a really long time since I have done a treatment. I was doing the ketamine infusions,
Okay.
but I would like to know if it is possible to resume treatment.
Is you haven't been here 2 years, so you would need like a new referral from the family doctor for the doctors to triage for us to be able to book you in again.
Okay, what is it that she needs to do to send a referral? Is there a special form or is it just a regular referral?
No, she can just write her own referral, just saying that you've been seen in the office before and that you would like to restart the lidocaine and ketamine infusions.
Okay.
Once it's spent, I'm going to get the doctors to look at it, and then hopefully we can get you in.
How long is the wait list at the moment?
Right now for new patients, it's 6 months. It'll probably be maybe sooner for you because you've been here before. It's just at
Okay.
the doctor's discretion.
Everything is so discouraging with the wait times. Like when you are desperate, when the pain has reached that point where you think you're gonna go crazy. I am going crazy. I can't wait 6 months. And even the fact that I am a previous patient and maybe that will cut down to like 2 months, it's like to be in this kind of agony for 2 months, it's not humane. There's just something really wrong with our healthcare system. I've had migraines for the last 4 years, but they have been managed most of the time. However, for the last couple of months, they have been out of control. They're not responding to medication, and specifically the last 2 through 3 weeks, it has been insane. So I need to speak with my neurologist so that we can change the treatment that we're doing right now, because this is not working. When I called to book an appointment, and that was in early November, the next available appointment was December 29th. That was like 2 months after from when I called, and honestly, I just lost my shit, because when you're in that much pain and the person that can change your medication, that can prescribe something else that can potentially help you, cannot see you for 2 months. I tried to book an appointment with my neurologist because my meds are not working at all. I am in this constant migraine that never leaves, never goes away. And the soonest appointment was December 29th, and I called like November 5th. I'm like, that's almost 2 months. Like, how can someone survive that kind of pain for 2 months? Those are doctors that I am already a patient. It's like, don't you get it? Don't get me started. Guys, I don't know how to navigate this. And all that with your brain like fatigued and foggy, and how does one even coordinate its own healthcare when you're sick yourself? So in the more alternate, holistic sort of approach of things, I would like to see a chiropractor again. I have seen a chiropractor before, but it has been almost 5 years, I think, since I have seen him. So I don't even know if I'm actually considered to be under his care, but I need to find a chiropractor because I need to try to get those migraines under control. Okay, so I don't have a chiropractor, so we are going to use old Google. I think I've been to this chiropractor before a long time ago, like years and years and years ago.
Natural Health Center, Paula speaking.
Hi, good morning. This is Daniela speaking. I would like to book a chiropractic appointment.
Sure.
I have been there before, but it has been, I would say, at least 5 years.
Sure.
And I don't remember who I saw, so...
Daniela, it looks like you've seen Dr. Adams before. So are we looking for a morning or an afternoon?
Can we do something around 11?
Sure. Do you want to do Friday at 11?
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Daniela. We'll see you then.
Okay, bye-bye. Today is Wednesday. My appointment is Friday. This, my friends, is the difference between paying for your own appointment or being part of the healthcare system. The next thing I'm gonna do is to try to move my neurology appointment. I'm going to call the clinic and see if they have any cancellations, any openings, and if they don't, I'm going to keep calling several times a week until I get an appointment. Next, I'm gonna call my neurologist and see if I can move my appointment forward, see if there's been any cancellations, because December 29th is ridiculous. I need to change medication because the one I am taking, just so that you have an idea, that's a medication that you are supposed to take no more than 10 pills a month. I am taking 60 a month. I am taking 6 times the amount that I'm supposed to survive, or I end up in the emergency room. So something is not right and we need a different approach. We need something different. So dizzy.
Hi, good morning. Group Neurology Pain Management Clinic. Irina speaking. Can I help you?
Hi, this is Daniela speaking. I am a patient of Dr. Patak. Currently, I have an appointment booked for December 29th. And I was wondering if there has been maybe any openings before that, any cancellations, any way that we could try to move that appointment forward. Like this.
You have appointment December what day?
The 29th. Like the situation has been very, very, very critical.
Right. You saw Dr. Patak before, yeah.
Yeah, I have seen it before. Yeah, it's to review the treatment plan, which is currently not working.
Okay, 1 second. Give me a second. Busy, so booked up. Just try to see what I can do.
I am
That's not
at
much I
a
can do.
loss right now. I'm just so out of myself.
So I will ask him to call today.
To call me,
Between 2 and 4, okay?
to call me back between 2 and 4? Okay, that is perfect. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. I cannot believe that I actually managed to change my appointment, and for today. This is incredible. So this will be a virtual appointment, and I want my husband to be with me because I want an extra set of ears to recall information and to ask questions and also to advocate for me.
Hi ma'am, it's Dr. Patak, Clinical Neurology and Pain Clinic. How are we doing today?
I'm good. Thanks for calling me back. I know it was a last minute addition to your day.
No problem, that's fine. How can I help?
So it's been a while since I've seen you. I can't remember when when was my last consultation, but the medication that I'm on, it is not working at all. The migraines are completely out of control. I am taking way more than I'm supposed to. There are days that I have to take like 2 pills a day to survive. I've been in the hospital like multiple times because of the migraines being out of control. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
I'll give you 2 options. One is we can use a cousin of Relpax called And the other option is the self-injections, which you do once a month.
That's something that takes effect pretty immediately, or does it take time to work in your body?
It may take up to 6 months to start working.
Oh God, I can't.
And do you take the Liptron in the meantime?
And then I take the abortive one meanwhile, because I cannot just survive another month like that.
For sure. Yeah, you'll be taking the new abortive one that I'm going to send to your pharmacy.
Then off I went to go see my family doctor and drag my poor husband to drive me. It's been a stretch for him. He is very busy at work at the moment, and even though we went towards the end of the day, which is a terrible time of the day to go, but that was the only time that he had a little bit of a quieter time at work in order to drive me. He still had to bring his laptop and do lots of work calls from the car while I waited. Pretty much until a couple of weeks ago, they were still doing virtual visits, which is amazing for this kind of stuff when you only need a referral or a medication refill. I know there's certain things that you need to go in and see the doctor personally, but for those things, and for someone who has chronic fatigue to actually have to, get dressed, get somebody to drive them, wait an hour there and come back, it takes so much effort and energy. So I really do miss those virtual appointments, but unfortunately they are no longer offering it, so it is all in person now. Going to go see my family doctor to get the referral to a new immunologist. It's my first time out of the house since last week exactly. That was my last trip out of the house, was to go see my family doctor. Hopefully I won't have to wait forever. It is a horrible time to go. It's almost 5 o'clock, and that's usually when people get back home from work and then their kids are not feeling well, and then they take their kids to the walk-in clinic, or if they have something that needs taken care of, they just go after work. That is when I could get a ride for my husband. So I'm kind of trying to prepare myself psychologically for a good wait. So my family doctor prescribed a antidepressant. So I went and I saw my family doctor, and of course I broke up crying there. Yeah, I have been pretty emotional, very anxious, and I did get a referral to see the immunologist to see if we can get to the bottom of this mast cell thing, allergy, and she gave me a prescription for a anti-anxiety depression medication. I think it's called Zoloft. I have become very anxious because of all the allergy attacks that I'm getting, and the severe migraines that I'm getting, and the amount of pain that I'm in each day, and how I can see my health sliding, just going downhill so fast. And like each week I'm getting worse, and the symptoms are getting worse, and new symptoms are appearing, and it's pretty scary. And I actually fear for my life. Like when I have one of those reactions, it feels like I'm gonna die, and it's a horrible feeling. So I'm just constantly with this tightness on my chest. It's just been pretty tough to get through the day knowing that potentially I'm gonna have an attack, potentially I'm going, and when I say potentially, I say very likely, very likely. My husband is in the pharmacy now grabbing it. I am super scared of taking it because I don't know what else to do. When I mentioned that I was having anxiety, what I meant was that I was anxious because of my health being out of control and the unknown and the lack of plan and the lack of being taken serious. My anxiety is very much caused by my symptoms, by the way my health is, the lack of answers, the lack of a plan, the lack of being taken serious. So I really don't see how this medication is going to change that. And sure, maybe it may help me cope while we're figuring those other things out. So that is a possibility, but the risk of a reaction and side effects, I don't know if it's a risk I'm willing to take at the moment. So haven't decided yet. And it's like I don't feel depressed, I feel anxious. I feel a lot of anxiety. But I have a lot of medical trauma, so it's understandable that there is so much anxiety around my health and, you know, what I'm able to do. Like, I can't make any plans. So as of now, I have filled out this prescription for the antidepressant, but I have not decided if I'm going to take it. I have been prescribed this class of medications in the past for fibromyalgia, and I have had lots of side effects. It did not go well, and I'm already so unwell with so much pain and so many symptoms that the thought of potentially adding a reaction or adding more symptoms, it is not appealing at all. She prescribed it for anxiety, which I did mention that I was quite anxious about my health. And what I was hoping is not to take a pill for anxiety, but rather to try to fix the root of my anxiety. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. And if you'd like to follow along in this journey, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so that you don't miss any uploads about this journey. I will see you in the next one.